Well, there you have it, what some of our Malaysian women want for 2012. And we can see the recurrent trend, which is women's rights, women's freedom. And to comment a little bit more, we have three lovely ladies with us on the show today. Elaine, Kwong, the Malaysia editor of Women's Weekly. We also have Elfie Jane, MSN Life and Style editor, and of course, Nora, Murat, executive director of Amnesty International Malaysia. Thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thanks for having us.
So ladies, we've heard some of the comments about what Malaysian women want. Do you think we're all in line? Rights, freedom, spend less time on Facebook and Twitter?
No, I think definitely for women all over, we want simple things: happiness, health, safety on the streets. You know, just I think for work, career women, especially working mothers, I think a more balanced work and life. And I think if, well, personally, because at the Women's Weekly magazine, we get a lot of letters from readers, and the one common factor that all of them want is a better work-life balance.
A better work-life balance.
And, you know, if the, you know, the government and the private sector could, I mean, we hope that they'll be more sensitive towards working women, especially working mothers. Maybe, you know, perhaps look into more flexible hours. That would be, I mean, that would be great. Yeah.
Okay.
I think respect and equality are definitely on the top 2 list of what we as women want for the future, for next year. Respect in terms of when we say no, we mean no. Respect in decision making, and equality in, you know, at work, from various aspects of life, work to personal. So I think those are the top 2 things that we want. Yeah.
Okay. Nora?
To me, the top 2 things are first, like taking cue from Elaine, also that, you know, we need to be supported in our work as a career, as a mother. So we want more child carrying in the office. And you know, you want me to work, but then you want me to be a caregiver at the same time. It's quite difficult to balance it out. So we need support in that sense. Secondly, I think I feel that we need to be more involved in the decision-making process, especially on rules and regulations that impact us. If you look at the current political situation, we are yet to achieve the 30% quota, be it in the opposition or be it in the government. We are yet to achieve that. Hence, the legislation that impact us, we are not involved. If you look at judiciary, be it the civil or the Sharia, the number of women judges are still not up there yet. And also, what is our voices when it comes to decision-making process? Not only to be consulted, but to be in the decision-making itself. The government recently announced 30% quota for the corporate system, which we truly applaud. But what kind of things are in place to assist us to get that 30% quota?
Yes, because there's no point having a goal up there or a law up there, but if the various policies aren't implemented or opportunities for women, right? What's the point? How will you climb up that ladder?
Yeah.
But it's true in that women are doing many things. You're career women, mothers, you know, take care of the home, take care of the husband. So women are doing a lot more nowadays than perhaps our parents or back in the day. Do you think it is necessary then for women to deserve to go on a big holiday, to take a big break? What is your, are you a big holiday once a year person, or little mini holidays throughout the year?
Mini holidays, I think. For me, mini holidays, because even a weekend trip out of KL would do you good.
Would do you some good, rather than slogging away the entire year and waiting for December break to come.
Exactly, yeah. So mini trips definitely for me, it works, yeah.
I mean, if you can imagine, I mean, nowadays women are holding higher positions at work, so it's no longer an 8-hour day. I think it's a 9, 10, 11, even 12-hour day for most women. So you're done with your work day, you get home, you have to cook for the kids, and they have to make sure they do their homework, and then you make sure you still have time for your husband, and then that's a lot to expect for a woman. So I think mini breaks are very important for a woman's sanity.
Okay. Well, there are many, obviously many career women, but there are also many homemakers. Now, I know a lot of women, they're with their families, they're at home all 24/7. That's a full-time job. Is it okay for them to feel like, I just need a break? There are so many mums out there, I'm sure, watching going, you know, there are days when I want to run away from my kids and I just want to leave it, you know, forget that they exist almost for a day. Is that okay?
Oh, I want to get away from my office. But I think it's okay. I think we forgot that being a homemaker is a job in itself. We forgot that, and it comes without salary. It comes without benefits. So I think I'm hoping that the mothers and also our government look into this aspect and actually assist mothers, because mothers, if the caretaker industry is fine. I mean, we're having problem with domestic helpers right now in Cambodia, Indonesia. So what we need now is a better system for the domestic workers, so they can come into our home and assist us to be better mothers and also better employees. So why not?
Okay. And lastly, before we go to break, how do we play a part? Like we talked about women, what we want for Malaysia, like the bigger goals, the freedom, the rights, those empowering tools, and in our home as well. But how do we play the part? How do you start things? How do you start the ball rolling as an individual? Loaded question, I know.
What I always tell my friends is like, you know, most of us have Facebook, most of us have Twitters. Let's start from there. One a week, and you will impart with so many friends that you have, the knowledge that you have there, and the impact that you have. You will never imagine, but it will go viral. And that's where you start.
Just speak out a bit more, I think. Not be afraid of speaking out and stating your opinion and making your thoughts known out there. I think it's a first step and a big step as well for women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even at the workplace, I think, if you feel that, I mean, if a woman feels that, she wants to have a better work-life balance, better working hours, I think she should ask for it, speak up, not be afraid. Yeah.
All right, well, ladies, we're going to take a quick break now. When we come back, we have all this happening for you guys. Well, as you can see, we have women on either side of the fence. But I guess the crucial question is, well, do we really need a female taxi drivers? And what does that say about our society if we really need them?
Yeah, I think it's not addressing the problem. The problem is a crime. You know, why women feel intimidated to report a crime? Or what happened when they want to report? Are they being given the support to report the crime? I mean, we can compare it to the KTM. Has that solved the crime? Because from what I heard, it hasn't. And men are still coming into that caravan, which is only for women. I think we need to look at for a short term, yes, I think we could encourage it. I encourage anything that gives women money as a term of employment. But as a medium and long term, I think we should address the problem, which is crime.
Yeah, because it seems like symptomatic treatment. It's like you have a headache, take a Panadol. You're not finding out, well, what's causing the headache, right? Exactly. So, and is this going to make things safer? Is this going to reduce sexual harassment, molestation, rape, robbery? No. Is this going to affect them? And then also women on either sides, the lady passengers as well as the lady drivers.
Yeah, I mean, as Nora says, I think she's right. It's a good idea for a short-term solution, but I think in the long run, we still need to address the problem, which is crimes against women. So, I mean, that's up to the authorities. I mean, it's up to them to actually put in place.
And I know you've been working on this for a while now.
I mean, with the magazine itself, I mean, we try to do our part in terms of stories and articles that on how to be safe on the streets and things like that. But I think at the end of the day, to really make women feel safe, it needs to be authorities that come in with proper solutions to crime in general in Malaysia right now.
I definitely agree. On a higher level, we need to address it from a higher level because women-only taxis are a short-term solution, as we've been saying. But we need to really improve on safety and security in general at night on the streets for women. We need a better police force, I think, to protect us at night when we're walking alone, And also, on the other hand, it starts from home. When you teach your kids, educate your kids to respect women.
Yes, exactly.
Then we have both. Then we have respect from home, which is taught for you from home. And on the other hand, we also have a better police force to help us in terms of security and safety.
Yes.
So yeah.
Definitely an education is so important on all levels. What does this say about men and society though? If women essentially need to be protected from men, does that not say something about the men in this country?
Yes.
I think you're still living in a very patriarchal system, which we need to address that also. And then like when it comes to education system, also our education in school. Because when you talk about sexuality, we don't talk about respect to women. We don't talk about bodily rights. We only talk about the anatomy.
Yes.
Which is, I think, a different way of approaching respect to women and respect towards bodies. I think that needs to be addressed too.
And I think generally, if anything needs to be fixed, it's the taxi service on on the whole,
Yes.
right? It's
And the men.
it's the haggling, it's the thugs, it's a big problem
Yeah.
altogether. Yeah.
I mean, they say, oh, we follow the meter, but no, they don't.
No, they
You
don't.
know?
Exactly.
And we're not
Exactly.
encouraged to report.
Yes.
Where do we report? How do we report? Because we don't want to be, so tired with the whole process. The report is too long.
Because it's not an efficient system, right?
Precisely.
So in conclusion, I mean, 2012 is coming up. We're talking about women or what we want for next year. Sum it up in just a few words: empowerment, freedom.
I think, for me personally, happiness, health, safety, great work-life balance.
Great work-life balance.
Like I said before, for me it's respect, equality, anti-sexism. Yeah.
Agreeing with them. And
Agreeing
also
with them, of course.
And I want
Adding on.
Yeah, and I want a better voice for our women to be in the decision-making process. I think that's really essential in the government, in all the authorities, and all the enforcements.
Okay, brilliant. Well, thank you so much, ladies. It's all the time we have on the show today, unfortunately. Thank you so much, and we hope you have an amazing December and Happy New Year as well.
Thank you.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.
And to all of you at home watching, this is my last Bella show for the rest of the year. I'd like to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I shall see all of you next year in 2012. Take care.